run that shit up.
What's going on, everybody? It's Eric and Jordan here, back with the Cincy Stripes Show. It's been a while since we've done it. We're supposed to have Colton here. He might come in a little bit later. But for now, you just have us two goobers who know nothing about football, and we're couch coaches. And yeah. But today we're probably going to hit on some topics of, the Duke Tobin situation, keeping Zach, the rest of the NFL head coaching situation, draft prospects, we'll do a live mock draft if anyone wants to join in on that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Where do we start? I guess we can start with Duke Tobin.
Yeah, probably the best place to start.
Oh boy, his comments. A lot of people say like, oh, they didn't get anything out of it. I saw it just as kind of like coach speak, pretty much of just. My only problem I had was when he said, we didn't finish games, and that's why we lost games. It's like not because of the worst ranked defense ever. It's just because we couldn't finish games.
I guess the defense has something to do with that. It sucks. The defense sucks, but their drafting hasn't been the greatest either.
No,
here and there.
It's just a big problem. Is just the drafting and overall production, and like I guess starting two rookie not middle linebackers, but starting two rookie linebackers set our defense back probably a year or two. And I get it. You want to get them out there and start, but I don't know. I like Demetrius Knight looked solid towards the end of the year. Barrett Carter still seemed to struggle with some situational football when in coverage, but other than that, I think the defense overall improved. But I think, you get into the latter half of the year, teams aren't really, depending on what teams you're playing, doesn't matter because you're playing playoff teams or teams that don't care. I mean, hell, the Jets put 500 yards on us, and I think that's the biggest stigma for our defense is that we allowed 500 to the Jets.
Yeah, can't be doing that. I think everyone looked good enough besides, Geno Stone. Having two rookie linebackers out there probably didn't really help. And the D-line just not looking too good at all. I mean, I think Murphy kind of picked it up. He started looking better. Stewart's been hurt all year, so you can't really do nothing about that. I think in the interior defensive line, you had nothing. I don't think B.J. Hill was much of a factor.
No, B.J. Hill was quiet all year.
Chris Jenkins just wasn't much of anything.
And then it kind of sucked with him getting hurt at the end of the year because then his development kind of stunts in his sophomore year, which is when he really needs to be picking up. So even going in the next year, it's off season is going to be more important than the season was.
You and I talked about it way beforehand. We're like, man, Lou really kind of hurt this team and set him back a little bit because you played. I mean, we all love Sam Hubbard, but towards that last year before he retired, he wasn't looking that good. Like, oh, you got to put Murphy out there. You got to see what Murphy can do. Like, yeah, he's a rookie, but just throw him out there, see what happens. That didn't happen until Al got here, but yeah, there's a lot of things they got to fix. I think safety linebackers probably your two biggest ones.
And it's being the 10th pick in the draft, we kind of have our options open. And I don't want to get in the draft talk yet. We'll go to the free agency before we get in the draft talk, but having the 10th pick kind of really opens up a lot of things. But I'm kind of worried about free agency. I think they know there's a lot on the line, but it's.
Well, I think what Burrow said is a really important free agency this year. So if he's kind of putting the heat, to Duke and Zach and all them, being like, hey guys, we got to get this team better. We got to do more. I hope they do more. They need to. You said get Devin Lloyd?
Yeah, I was going to go over the players.
You should get Devin Lloyd, be a linebacker. You can pair him with Knight. I think Knight's got some talent. He's got ability to get better. That way Barrett can be your third linebacker, or Orson, not Orson,
Orrin
Orrin Burks. Yeah.
I think they'd probably look at Carter being the third linebacker before Orrin Burks. If we did get like someone like Devin Lloyd, but I don't know for I mean who would I say earlier? You got Quay Walker, Devin Bush, Devin Lloyd, Leo Chenal, Alex Anzalone. I mean, there's a bunch of free agent names out there that you could grab if you wanted to, bolster this defensive room. And another big thing we're missing is a leader. So, what position do you look at for a leader? You look at linebacker, and I think someone like Quay Walker or Devin Bush and Devin Lloyd are three names that you could see being a leader. I mean, I haven't really looked into their locker room situations and how they are in their current situations, but they're game changers on the field.
Yeah, they play good. I mean, that's what you need.
The best kind of leadership is you're playing on the field. You play good, and then the rest of your team wants to play good. That's another reason why I think the team kind of took a step back when Burrow got hurt, because everyone's heads are just down, which it shouldn't be like that. But Colton texting on Twitter, but he won't show up. He said, "I want Leo Chenal. I also like Leo Chenal. He could be a potential cheap option too. I don't know how much he's gonna. I mean, I think the most expensive option is Devin Lloyd, which is the option I want because I think he's the best out of most of them. Or Quay Walker is my second, just because he's 25. So you probably have another 2 to 3 years of production over, Devin Lloyd and Devin Bush, who are 27. Which that linebacker age for prime ends around 28, 29.
I mean, I like Leo too. I think Leo could be a really good option. Probably a good fit too.
It's just really gotta hammer this free agency, and you gotta bring back I'd say bring back Osai. Definitely bring back Dalton Reisner, 100%. I don't know why he hasn't been re-signed yet. I think that's the biggest one. I mean, you got Amarius Mims. He's like, yeah, bring back Dalton Reisner.
Yeah, this is the best the O-line's played since what they say, 2016 or 2017.
Yeah, it's
like
been great.
Yeah, so I mean, keep it. I mean, keep everyone you have on the line now. Seems to be working. Maybe if you can upgrade from Orlando Brown.
I say you keep Orlando for another year. That's why maybe in our mock we go left tackle. Third through the fifth round, you can pick up a future starter.
They don't have a fifth round pick.
Oh, well, that's true. Yeah, we traded for Joe Flacco.
Yeah, so third to the fourth.
Well, I mean, you just mentioned it before we started the show? You don't think he was worth the fifth round pick? That's probably just based off of how the season went.
Yeah, how the season went. No, I like the idea. I mean,
he's definitely someone we need to bring back in free agency too, just because.
No more Jake Browning.
Yeah.
No more Jake Browning. He had his Cincy run. That's it.
The last dude I want to see in stripes is Jake Browning. I'm sorry. But he played some bad football, a lot of bad play.
But you were looking at the free agents. Who were the free agent receivers?
Oh, I know Mike Evans at the top of the list. I do feel like maybe you need a wide receiver 3. You do need a true slot guy.
Something they could probably upgrade the slot. I like Yoshi, but went to enough games this year where he hasn't looked that good.
Yeah,
a lot of drops. Just,
I mean, your slot options are very slim this year. I mean, maybe Tutu Atwell, maybe Debo. He's 30. What do you want from that slot position, really? And I think they like what they see in the potential for, but you do need more. Alec Pierce, I mean, you're definitely not getting him. He's getting a bag and a half.
If you just find another Tyler Boyd.
Yeah, that's the worst part is it's finding someone that can be even close to what Tyler Boyd was at one point on this team. Colton said, I think Colts bring Flacco back as insurance and start some with Jones, maybe, not back from his injury. Well, me and Eric are talking maybe Flacco goes back to the Jets, because they'll need a starting quarterback because Dante Moore went back to school. And I feel like they're just going to punt on next season. Because, I mean,
they have Fields, right?
Nah, I heard something about them cutting him if he's not a free. I heard he's not going to be on the team next year, but I mean that could obviously change.
Yeah, it makes sense for Flacco to go back there. He can start, probably get paid
I mean
good enough.
Tyrod Taylor's a free agent next year. Jake Browning's a free agent, but I mean the free agent quarterback class isn't that good. I mean I see the Colts bringing back Daniel Jones, definitely on a lower salary than initial, like what it was going to be. But I mean, the Colts would have to probably bring Flacco back. Flacco likes that system, and Flacco would start at the beginning of the year. So I mean, it's maybe Flacco to the Colts makes sense, but I feel like if someone's going to offer the most money, probably the Jets, just because or the Jets go real cheap and they get some rookie quarterback this year, or they start who's their rookie? Was it Brady Cook? Was their quarterback this year at the end of the year?
It could.
So I mean, I just feel like they're going to punt because of the QB class next year. You got like Dante Moore, you got Arch Manning, possibly Brendan Sorsby. There's a lot of names out there for next year's QB class.
Yeah, and I highly doubt the Jets do really good next year. So I mean, makes sense to.
Another player I see mocked to the Bengals in trades is David Montgomery, and I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, I like P. Ryan, and I don't think he's a free agent. I have no idea if P. Ryan's a free agent or not. I want P. Ryan to be running back number 2 next year behind Chase Brown. I really like P. Ryan.
You don't think Montgomery would be better?
It's the money. I mean,
that's a good point. Yeah.
I mean, Montgomery's going to have more money on the books than P. Ryan. I'd rather throw money at the defense because you've thrown enough money on the offense. And with Burrow, it's proven we can score. Hell, Flacco, we could score. Really, just offense. You need to re-sign Reisner. Maybe find a wide receiver 3 in the draft. I haven't looked at any of the slot receivers this year.
You could probably find a slot receiver out there.
I mean, yeah, it's. And then, like, you got safety. You know, you mentioned Kevin Byard before we started the show. I like him. I like Kevin Byard. He led the Bears in picks this year, and they have a lot of turnovers. Cameron Curl, he's 26. He's another option. Geno Stones, I don't want him back at all.
I think Cameron Curl, as long as they play him as a free safety, don't try to do anything stupid with him.
I'm pretty sure Cam Curl can play both. I'm pretty sure he can play both. In Jordan Battle, he's already played both in this league, so we know he can do both. My spot track messed up. I mean, Nick Cross is a free agent. That's not a bad pick. Why is this doing this? I'll get off the spot track.
All I know is that sign the best free agents you can, and you draft BPA.
Yeah, for sure, BPA.
And that's how you can keep having a competitive team, I think, year after year. Might be tough to start them, but, you can find playing time for them somewhere.
Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3. We got 6 picks this year. Pick 10, man, is just who's going to be there. Who's going to be available at pick 10. And that's why, you just hammer free agency, so you don't even have to worry about the draft.
And we can go anyway. You can go anywhere.
Well, it's like, you look at the 2020 season, we got Trey Hendrickson, Mike Hilton. Who else we get? Trey Hendrickson, Mike Hilton.
Eli Apple.
We got big free agents that year.
It's BJ Hill, right?
BJ Hill.
Yeah, traded for him.
Got BJ Hill that year. '20 Bengals free agency signings. DJ Reader, Von Bell.
I forgot about Von Bell.
Mike Daniels. I forgot about Mike Daniels. Mike Daniels is a good pickup. He loved being here too. Xavier Sulafilo. Remember? Oh man, Xavier Sulafilo. That's a name I forgot about. Josh Bynes. Mike Thomas, the real 99 Mike Thomas. Man, we had Mackenzie Alexander for a year.
I forgot Mackenzie Alexander.
Yeah. But that, when we brought in DJ Reader, that was a good signing. Von Bell helped out that Super Bowl team. Mike Daniels was a veteran locker room guy. The big one, obviously, was Trey Henderson. Getting him was definitely someone we needed.
Well, I'm hoping that.
Wouzier, Larry Ogunjobi, Ricardo Allen.
Yeah, never replaced Ogunjobi.
Nope.
On this defensive line, never replaced him or Von Bell or Reader. I mean, it sucks. Hopefully the Lions cut Reader and he's willing to come back, Cincy, I think, for cheap. I think that would help the D-line out a lot.
In 2022, we got Lowell Collins, Ted Karras, Alex Kappa, re-signed BJ Hill, added Hayden Hurst. I mean, 2022 was a decent free agent. I mean, we went to the AFC Championship game that year. You go to 2023. We got Orlando Brown and Nick Scott. Nick Scott didn't work out, but I can't, from what I found out about Nick Scott, with Lou moving him everywhere, didn't really help him out. So, I mean, you can contribute his failures on. Well, I can attribute most of our failures on Lou Anarumo, if I had to be completely honest, from 2020, 3 to last year. I mean, this defense just didn't develop at all. Scheming was horrible. None of these players seemed to play to their potential. We started Sam Hubbard for 6 weeks before he got injured, and he was the worst edge rusher in the league by a mile, but he continued starting until he got hurt.
Stunts the development of all your rookies.
The Miles Murphy, it's like, well, me included, I was harsh on Miles Murphy because you don't get to see him play because he's not doing anything on the field. And then when he's out there for 3 snaps, you're like, well, what the shit? He didn't do anything. But then now you get to this year where I think he had 6.5 sacks or something like that, and you're like, holy shit! Like, he's a disruptor. He can disrupt pass lanes. He can get there in the run game.
Just imagine if the D line was decent.
Yeah, right. Like,
that 6 and turn into double digits.
I mean, you look at Shamar's potential flashed in the Cardinals game. What he can be. Getting to the quarterback, rushing. Get stop and run lanes. You know what I mean? I think you get Shamar and Miles on the edge. I think you're fine. I mean, you could. All we've talked about, like, moving Miles and at 3 tech, not Miles. Yeah,
Stuart
Shamar.
At that Cardinals game, he looked really good.
He was at 3 tech quite a bit in the later half of the year.
He was bowling the interior. Good. He was doing really good.
Oh, look who it is!
And you brought a chair.
Told you I'd show up. And I would have brought Addie. I didn't think Kaylee would do whatever she was doing.
Gotta plug him in. When I'm talking to no one.
Grab one of those boards down there. I'll hook you up.
What were we just talking about? I can't believe I forgot.
Miles Murphy.
Oh yeah, Cohen. We were talking about Murphy and how he didn't get enough playing time.
What, in the Lou era?
Yeah.
Am I tripping?
Cohen, you put your bag on a smoke detector.
Smoke detector in your bag?
Yeah.
Why is there a smoke detector in your bag? What the hell?
That's something. That's something.
I was like, what the hell is that noise?
I'm like, Jordan, you having a fire?
I took a look around for smoke. I was like, there's something smoking in here?
Well, I didn't see a smoke detector in this room.
That was.
I just moved the camera.
I'm back. Again.
Yeah, going back to what I was saying. We were talking about how Murphy didn't get a lot of playing time. And we know that if Lou was still here, Lou would not have played.
Yeah.
Stewart, even if Stewart got hurt and he was out for a good amount of time, Stewart still wouldn't have got any playing time. Then we talked about how Stewart can also move into like a 3-tech role. And at that Cardinals game, and yeah, I know it's the Cardinals. They're not the greatest O-line in the league, but he was bullying the inside. They ended up having to double team him.
Was that the game I texted you guys?
Yeah, I mean, he has.
It was like the mix of Shamar and Cedric Johnson on the one side.
Yeah,
It was Shamar inside.
I think Cedric Johnson's also
because I had texted our group chat. I was like, them two on one side is nasty.
I think Cedric Johnson's been a good pick. I think the Bengals have good picks here and there, but they whiff on some of the ones you can't whiff on.
I really like Cedric Johnson. That's a good pick.
Like, yeah, everyone knows my love of Drew Sample.
And that's the crappy part is we're just like Cedric's been on the team for how long? Like we just
Second year?
never played. Oh, it's only second. For some reason I thought it was
Cedric
like
Johnson's
third.
been here long.
But it's like if they could,
I think it's the second year. Yeah.
it's like was Lou holding some of these guys back?
Yeah, well,
Like,
Murphy never.
I definitely
played.
feel like
I
Lou
mean,
was.
Murphy needed to play more, and I've said it before. Like he needs to play more.
A lot of dysfunction going on in this podcast. That's what happens when you take 8-9 months off.
That's true.
But whether it's, speaking of the podcast, I'm probably be going live probably once a week by myself if we don't get a show together every week. Which I mean, I think we can get a show. But I'm talking about like the Madden franchise.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
I think doing a Madden franchise would be fun. I figured out how to get all that set up.
Yeah, no, I saw that and I was like, ooh.
Just keep messing with the camera.
You gotta figure out a better way for that.
Yeah. That works. All right. Back to the program.
Wanna switch topics?
Back to the program. I mean, it's. Would you guys say we would have been a contender for the playoffs if Burrow was healthy the whole year?
Oh,
I think we would have got in. I think we would have won the division.
I think we could have won the division for sure.
yeah. I think you can win the division. I think the defense. Now it sucked early on. It got better later on. But man, having Burrow there, he could have easily won.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wait,
but we're saying that, but Flacco is putting up because I heard you guys
Flacco,
talking about that
The
trade.
flood factor's still going off.
That's this. Now.
Oh.
But you guys were talking about the Flacco trade and how you didn't know if it was worth it, the 5th round pick, and it was. If the defense we would have beat the Jets and the Bears. We're talking division winners right now.
That's true. We're in the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, should have. Can't lose.
So the Flacco trade was definitely worth it. It's just because he put up 300 yards.
You put up like 470.
That's what I'm saying.
The problem is I
It's
don't
the
trust his
defense.
defense in the playoffs. If we did get to the playoffs, I
Yeah.
definitely wouldn't trust his defense.
I mean, I
against-
trust like a handful of them, but I know they're just going to target linebackers. They're going to target Geno Stone.
Trey would have came back. Trey would have
Yeah,
been
maybe,
playoffs.
yeah.
He's like,
Yeah,
it's
you would
playoff
be like,
time.
it's playoff time. Yeah, I can play.
I'm healthy enough.
Yeah.
Let's get it. That's another question. Is do we think Trey quit on the team?
I know it's like this whole
It's-
season went to waste. I mean, I don't know if I really
It's
blame
what's
him.
the extent of his
Yeah.
injury? What? I mean, he got hurt in the Jets game. That's what was his last game was the Jets game. So how bad do you think he got hurt that game?
I truly forgot how long he was really out.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
he
the
went
Jets game.
5 weeks before being put on IR. It's like,
Yeah.
well, why waste all that time when you could have had another roster spot?
Yeah.
Brought someone up.
Dang. Sad that's how the Trey era ends unless something miraculous happens, but I doubt it. Everyone's saying the ship sailed, so I'm guessing it is.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
that's front office's fault. I mean, can't blame Trey for wanting his bag, but at the same time, I'm with the front office of maybe you don't pay one player in his early 30s that much, considering where our defense is heading.
I mean, it started looking better at the end of the year, like without Trey, like Miles.
Yeah,
and
Miles looked
Cedric
good.
Was coming along.
Yep.
Osai
You guys
had
never got
moments.
chances to play besides it.
I think you can run it back with the defensive
Sure.
end room.
I don't. I think you got to add one more, like in the draft.
And well, I mean that's another when we get to the talking more about the draft is which we can just shift into the draft talk now because I mean there's a lot we can talk about with the draft. It's like at pick 10, who do we take if available? Say anyone's available
Are
on
you
the
doing a
board.
mock, or are you just saying right now?
Just right now, we're just going to talk and then we'll do a mock.
Yeah, all the other 9 teams forfeit their pick.
Yeah, we got
Bengals are
anyone.
the
whoever
first
we
team on the
want.
clock. Yeah.
Yeah. All of our you got Downs available. Peter Woods, Ruben Bain, David Bailey.
I'm a big
Sony
David Bailey
Styles.
guy, but you're saying like if they're all there though.
If everyone's there, who are you taking? We'll go around the room.
Starting with me.
We'll look at you. We'll go
Oh
to you
man.
first.
Oh man. Okay. I I really like Reese or Downs.
See,
Those-
Reese isn't going to be there, but I would love if we.
Yeah, Reese or Downs.
Yeah.
I would love to have one of those two. I don't think they may not both be there.
Yeah, you don't know what the Jet. I feel like we don't know what the
Well,
Jets are going to do.
well,
now.
Dante Moore
Yeah.
going back to college, that
It's
really
true
screws us.
That's all I was saying. I don't know
Unless-
what the Jets are going to do now.
Unless the Jets are willing to
They're
reach
probably
on
gonna go BPA.
another quarterback.
Nah, I
No,
think
they're
they'll
not
just go
gonna reach.
BPA.
It's the Jets.
Well, it's like Brees Hall's going to leave,
Yeah,
right? So, like, do they go? Do you can't go
No.
running back number 2
I
overall?
saw the Chiefs get one. Jeremiah.
I saw
at
that.
nine.
We did a mock earlier, just out in the living room, and Jeremiah Love went number 9.
But front offices think different about like when they're drafting running backs. I feel like.
Well, I mean, we look at like the past couple of years. Was it
I guess
the last
Bijan
3?
was what
2 of the last 3 drafts, or 4 of the last. Well, fuck. How
Bijan was set.
many drafts can you go
When-
back and look at running backs taking on top 15?
Yeah,
you
they're
got
starting to.
you got Gibbs,
Yeah, this was-
Bijan, Ashton, Genty, and probably Jeremiah.
You said
Love.
top 15?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Is it
said
Najee pick 15?
he was like 10 or 11. I thought.
that was what
Not-
2021,
Yeah,
2022.
Najee Harris.
Yeah.
Yeah. wasn't he?
I mean, running backs are getting taken in the top
That's
part of
true.
the draft.
If they're good
Oh,
enough, they'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see people
So,
saying,
I
saying
think-
for us to get Jeremiah Love.
No.
I'm not-
I love Chase.
I love Chase Brown.
Yeah, and then Taj Brooks. I think we'll get a chance next year. Is P. Ryan back? How long we signed?
He's not on the free agent list, but I'd like to bring P. Ryan back. We talked about David Montgomery. I mean, what are your thoughts about trading for Montgomery? I don't want to.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, I love David Montgomery, but it's just the money,
Yeah.
the draft
I
capital.
mean, if they're willing to eat the money just to get rid
it
of
goes
them,
back to the capital of what you're giving up to get Montgomery.
that's a good place.
too.
Other teams will be like, I'll give a 3rd round pick for him or 4th round or something like that. The Bengals probably.
But
be
I
like,
think-
I'm not doing that.
I think we need those picks.
Yeah.
Well, if they use them,
They-
they use them right. Yeah,
I mean, hell, for the 7th. I mean, take a 7th. I mean, it's
Yeah, I also saw something on Twitter before we started doing this, that some other NFL exec was like, oh, the Bengals do a good job with their scouting department. Going back to the Duke Tobin stuff, but
well, whatever class DJ and all them are in, that class is starting to look good.
yeah, I mean, like, I don't think
What-
they've been too bad. I think having it small makes it easier to discuss.
Yeah.
But if they're all really good scouts, it can be a small group and get stuff done.
Yeah.
I mean, larger groups, you have all those people like in baseball, it's different. So many drafts, so many rounds in a baseball draft
Mm-hmm.
that you can just have all these different ideas. In football, you only get 7 rounds. You gotta make do with what you got, and you gotta, of course, get the best players. But
Yeah, I'm trying to think like the later round guys we found recently, like Yoshi was a
Cedric.
late round guy, Cedric, DJ Ivy. I mean, he was playing all right. I mean, I feel like a lot of the 6th, 7th round guys end up just cut or practice squad most of their career. So I feel like for
the Bengals got some that can.
out of him.
Yeah,
He's
I
been a
mean,
good special teamer.
the biggest issue has been after round 1,
Yeah, like the
second round, 3rd round, 4th round. Those have been
third rounds have been abysmal since Higgins almost.
yeah,
since
Higgins.
that draft because Logan was in that
I
draft.
mean,
That was a good
was it
third
Yeah,
round.
DJ Turner was a 2nd round pick, right?
Yeah,
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 he
so I mean,
was.
you nailed that one.
so 3rd round pick and beyond. I mean,
I mean,
just
McKinley
we gotta
Jackson-
see what these linebackers do.
McKinley Jackson's
Past
got to play
this year.
more. He looked good more. He
I
played.
know.
McKinley Jackson looked good more. He played.
I always liked him. I thought he was
Jermaine
pretty
Burton,
good.
very obviously. I'm not even gonna blame.
He had the talent.
I'm not blaming anyone but Burton. I can't. You
Anything
can't.
even came out on like about him.
You can't even blame the front office or Zach for his problems. I
He's a
mean,
talented guy. He just
he's very talented. I mean, he would have been the perfect slot receiver for us.
What do you
if-
think's like going on with him? Just
I just think he's just immature. That's my thought. You know?
probably shows up late.
Well, it's
to,
like
the
Jamar
meetings,
made a
so-
few comments of, Jamar and Higgins, tried to, mentor
Help
him and don't want to listen to those two guys. Who are you going to listen to?
Seemed like he loved to gamble.
Yeah.
So maybe he was always out late or something, and then came back and overslept or something. Missed meetings.
well, there was one game. I forgot what game it was, but he was supposed to be like the.
Kick returner, I think. Or no, he's supposed to be wide receiver 3 or something like that.
Well, they're gonna have like a game plan like around him.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna
Was
give
that-
him the ball,
was
try
that
to give
this
him the
year?
ball.
And that
more.
was like, and then he
that
was late
was
to the meeting. or
last year.
whatever.
It might have been last year.
I think it was this year because
Could have been this year.
I'm pretty sure it was this year.
Yeah, so it's like there was a couple games without T where it's like, all right, Jamar is gonna get doubled. We need somebody to take a step. We got Yoshi.
Holy shit, was it?
No, it might not have been this year because I
It was
think
last year.
Tinsley, because Tinsley's been playing a lot.
I was telling Jordan like they need to look into probably getting another, like, trying to find a slot receiver in free agency
Yeah.
or drafting one. Because,
Yeah,
Tyler Boyd, also a second round pick.
that's true.
Yeah.
Well, he caught a pass in the Chiefs game, so it wasn't the Chiefs game. Then we played the Commanders, the Panthers, the Ravens, the Giants, the Browns, Eagles, Raiders. What game was it where he was part of the game plan?
Jermaine
I could
Bird
have swore it was a Ravens game that they wanted to get him involved.
I think it was the Ravens game, the at home, the 41-31 game where we lost in overtime. I think that was the game.
Eric didn't go to that game. I went to that
I
game.
could have swore it was last year, though.
Yeah, this is last year.
Last year, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
Yeah, I went to that game.
I thought they won the game, though. They won it off of, I think, Jamar just being. It might have been the Raiders game.
The Raiders game was week.
There was a game where he was supposed to
9.
just.
Because I
Get
had
the ball a lot,
I
just
had
be
your
easy.
ticket for that Ravens game because I remember talking with Ethan and Jordan like on a little screen, the Jamar that he took to the house. I was like, I hate when they run these plays, and he took it to the crib.
To the crib. But I mean, going back to the draft, it's you got to nail these picks. Have to nail these picks.
Yeah, you have to draft good. All the good teams draft good, like the
My
Eagles.
pick is is Bailey.
I like David Bailey. I like
Did you see like his pressures thing
the
That stat
percentages.
compared to like Will Anderson and some of the other
Yeah.
dogs? It's like he just makes plays.
Well, that's what
That's
I
the
mean.
kind
Like,
of guy we need.
that's what
like
we were
since
talking-
Trey's gone.
in this mock draft, he went to the Chiefs, which is the last thing we need. But
I'd be fine with them taking Jeremiah Love. Like
I think they do take. I think the more than likelihood the Chiefs take Jeremiah.
I mean,
Love
they need a
because
running
they
back.
hate Isaiah
I mean,
Pacheco.
they were just doing the dual backfield. Pacheco
They
and
hate.
what happened to
Pacheco.
Carson Steele? He just had to start a fumble and they stopped using him.
Well, so he was another one.
Remember,
of
he
I
had
saw
a
him in Madden.
spurt.
I saw him in Madden all the time.
Because he had a spurt where he was pretty much the starter, and then I think fumbling. He started fumbling. So they like benched him because otherwise I feel like they would have stayed away from Pacheco.
But you see, I'm not like against the Bailey pick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's an edge rusher. Whose spot he's going to take? Stewart's or Murphy? I mean,
I know
And
that's the problem with drafting
it's
one of these
not
guys,
like
but it's like
yeah, it's not like you can't platoon these
But
guys.
again, Al has a
They've-
rotation at
Yeah.
defensive end.
Yeah, they've shown that you can take Stewart and move him inside.
You can definitely move Stewart.
So if you have
inside.
Stewart as a 3-tech, Bailey and
Like,
Murphy,
if
I mean,
you-
that's
that would
like
be-
pretty
like
good.
if you get to third down situations, like third and long or something like that, you put Bailey, Murphy, and
Have you guys watched
Stewart
more
out there,
you
tape?
drop them all back
Have you
in
guys
coverage.
watched more tape on these two than I have?
Okay,
or
Lou.
on him and Bain. What's like the big difference between like Bain and Bailey?
Bain's a lot better in the run.
Because he's projected higher, isn't he?
Bain because
a lot of mocks.
Bain is a better overall.
like run.
So
and
like
pass.
Bailey would straight up just replace Hendrickson because Hendrickson sucks at stopping the run. Where like you can compare it as Bailey is to
Bailey's Hendrickson.
Bailey-
Bain.
Bain is Max Crosby.
Max Crosby, where he just stays on the field.
Stays on the it's not on the no. I mean Bain has his injury history,
Uh,
but I'm saying we can rush the passer and can stop the run. But Bailey's obviously like when you go to like pass rushing
mhm.
stats, like you got Bailey, then Bain, and then like run defense, you got Bain and then Bailey. Like it's a pretty significant drop off with their run defense. That's the only problem I have with Bailey, but at the same time, you do have Shamar Stewart.
And Murphy, both those guys are pretty good in the run.
Yeah, Murphy, dude, there's a couple plays this year where
He's quick. He's
you're like,
fast.
holy shit, dude,
Yeah,
he's
I know.
moving.
Like, why didn't we use this guy?
Because Lou just him and
Yeah,
Hubbard were
He'd
just.
have more time to develop, and he'd be probably at a faster, like better spot.
That's it. But that's why I think if you get Bailey, it could disrupt both their developments. But then again, if you rotate them and they all get a decent amount of snaps each,
That's what I mean. Like, if
then
you-
whoever starts winning,
I mean,
you
that
start.
That's
take,
if you
take
go-
injuries into account. Like, obviously, we know by
okay, so I think what we're gonna start doing right now is we'll go like the pit. So right now we'll start with Bailey, but like we'll go over how we project the season would go with said player in the first round. So like right now with Bailey,
How am I going to project?
well, no, because you're talking about like a 3-man rotation on defensive end. Like
okay,
that's
okay.
what I'm talking about. Like, so if you get Bailey, then you can easily rotate in and out defensive
Yeah.
ends.
Yeah.
Like if Miles can take a break, then you got Bailey and Stewart out there, and then Stewart can come out, then you got Bailey and Miles out there. So like it's a constant rotation.
But then you're losing Cedric Johnson's gonna lose.
Well, he wouldn't technically lose those reps. He would just take over that Cam Sample spot.
Well, if Sai comes back.
I mean, you also got to take
yeah.
injuries into account. I mean, injuries are going to happen. I mean, there's a possibility.
Like when Sample was doing really good, then he got hurt, and it's
time
to restart all over.
That's what I mean. You got to look at these injuries and how does that affect the play. So I mean, it's like, say you go in the next year, you keep the same defensive line room. Shamar gets hurt or Miles gets hurt, then you're down to Osai and Cam Sample and Cedric Johnson, which you could live with if you have a good defensive tackle.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get Bailey in there and, if Shamar gets hurt or Miles gets hurt or someone like that, then you got Bailey there. So, I mean, Bailey could never be a lose situation in the draft. Could never be a lose situation. So, I mean, Bailey, I think, could be.
That's what I said. I'd be happy with Bailey, Bain, Downs. Part of me, even that corner from LSU or one of those corners. I don't remember. But
my problem with the corner from LSU is he won't run the 40.
Because he has the injury history.
Yeah, he's a pretty big injury history.
I don't really want to deal with that.
Yeah, it's enough. Well,
unless he can produce at like a crazy enough level, then I'd be like, okay, well.
Okay, so we did that with Bailey. I mean, we might as well just skip the Bain conversation because he's a defensive end. He's a defensive end, so it's the same conversation as Bailey. You just plug and play whatever you want. Bain could probably move inside a little bit more than Bailey could if you wanted to move Bain at 3 tech sometimes, how we did with Shamar.
That's why you have Shamar though. You just move him in.
That's what I mean. Like it's another player where it's a win-win situation.
I can only imagine on passing down, like they're gonna pass. Second and long, third and long.
I think the safest picks are Bailey and Bain. Yeah, I think they're the safest picks.
I don't know. I think a lot of people are gonna say Downs, but then
see, Downs is another is a skill position where you look at where he could be a bust.
So could those guys.
No, but we have the depth for those guys to not really show up. Where I'm saying is Downs, you take Downs. Downs going to be our safety. Yeah. He's going to be out there every snap. If we can't afford for him to, suck ass out there in the field.
Is he a free agent or
he's a free agent?
He is.
Yeah.
I think after thinking about stuff and going back to
when did we sign him? I thought we signed him for 3 years. Has it been 3 years?
Damn, he took a pay cut this year. He's a free agent next year. It's according to the spot track.
But what I was thinking is looking back, Jesse Bates, 2nd round pick. I think Derwin James is also a 2nd round pick, was he not?
No, Derwin was first.
You think that Oregon safety?
LSU safety, maybe. I mean, I think
AJ Hossey. I mean, that's a good 2nd round pick.
They say the safety class is pretty deep, and I feel confident going 2nd round if there's one you really love.
There's also safety wise, you got the Toledo guy, which his athletic profile was similar to Quinyon Mitchell because he also went to Toledo.
He's just out of lower school, so
those guys don't really get looked at.
Yeah.
So,
you put action,
but you got to think Quinyon Mitchell. I mean, he went to Toledo, 1st round pick, great pick.
Yeah.
I wanted him. I love
Quinyon Mitchell.
I like that Toledo safety too.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel more.
Take one of those 3 safeties in the 2nd round, 1st round. Take one.
You could probably get him in the 3rd.
No.
I don't think so.
No. This is what the Bengals do. They push their luck.
That's what happened. That's exactly what happened.
We need to trade up, and then they still get taken in front.
Well, it's we reached on Demetrius Knight. That was a reach. Could have got him in the 3rd.
Oh, yeah.
But then again,
but he might not have though. Some other team might have been like, you know what?
Linebacker last year was a little soft. I mean, I would have loved.
It just sucks because he's older. I love Knight, and I think he'll get better. But he's already almost 20.
He's already older than Quay Walker, who's been in the league for 3 years. He's free agent.
And me.
You're not in the league. I think we're older than Quay Walker. I think we're older than Quay Walker. He's 20. He's 25 and a 3rd, whatever that means in terms of age.
Paid. Jaguars?
No. Quay Walker's Packers.
Packers.
Devin Lloyd is the Jaguars guy, who is my number 1 free agent guy to get is Devin Lloyd.
Yeah, I forgot Quay Walker. Yeah, I'd take Quay Walker.
Yeah. My only problem with Quay Walker is that after one of their losses, he was crying, walking to the locker room, but throwing a fit, like a toddler fit, throwing his hand
shows he cares. I want people that care.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. You need winners out there. That's why
people love to clown us, but I loved Eli Apple.
Eli Apple was fucking awesome.
He was actually good. He was actually good for us. He had his bad moments, which every corner I feel like does, but You also had great moments that Kansas City stop at the goal line.
Yeah.
Right before right.
He made
before
that
half.
tackle
Yeah.
on Cheetah.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's what 28-10 going in the half.
Yeah. It was the stop that really
Yeah.
kind of switched things over after before half.
Okay, so we take Caleb Downs first round. He has to perform off the bat.
In battle.
Off the bat has to be
on paper. Him in battle. Nasty duo.
On paper.
On paper.
But on the field, I think you're putting a lot of weight on his shoulders. I think us fans will. 100% I would. If he was out on the field, I'm like, you're a top 10 pick, dude.
We're either going to be shitting on our rookie or continue to shit on Jordan Battle.
But as long as the defensive line can perform,
that's another thing.
It's like secondary.
Like I believe in building your team inside out. So like, you go trenches, second level, third level, but like it's where you're at, really where your team's at.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, we need one or two defensive linemen, especially 3-tech. Safety's maybe a bigger need than linebacker. I don't know right now. I just how are they going to?
Depends what you.
I don't think they see linebacker as like a huge need. Like
neither do I, because of Duke's comments and Al's comments are like they really believe in these young guys.
That's what I said. I don't think.
I mean, could be wrong.
But Lou
wouldn't say nothing about it.
But they also talk about defensive leadership and how we don't have a leader on defense. Your best leaders are safeties and linebackers. There's no free agent safety that's going to be a good leader, but there's a couple linebackers out there that could be a good leader. So, I mean, I think if you're going to go linebacker, you have to go Devin Lloyd, Devin Bush, Leo Chenal, a guy that has proven track records of just winning in like winning reps. So, like I said, like you go Caleb Downs, top 10 pick, you better have signed a defensive lineman, an extra net, brought back all of our edge rushers.
I know that's what I was looking at D tackles
and you better bring in another linebacker if you're going Caleb Downs at pick 10.
Because also part of Duke's comments was like he wants to start building from the line.
He also talked about pressure.
So it's like I think
so. He does know that D line hasn't been.
100%.
It's either like we're bringing DJ back and he's over.
But another problem is BJ Hill really sucked ass this year. That dude didn't get to the quarterback at all.
I don't even think he really like graded bad either.
No, he didn't, because he was kind of good in the run game.
Yeah,
that's what he's. I think it's what he was better at was the run game. He did have some sauce in like the
early years.
So as we see it, you take with Bain and Bailey, the positives outweigh the negatives by a mile. You go to Downs, I think the upside is higher, but the negatives could also really take this team back another 2 to 3 years, because you're not going to move on from him.
Not to pick that
quick. You know what I mean? You'd have to give it some time.
But he's been good at Ohio State ever since he's got there.
Good point.
He's played really good.
But like I said, it'd be a lot of pressure on his shoulders, and it's just he'd have to live up to it. And again, like we talked about earlier, like when I said out there, I was like, you really don't find out about these guys until combine starts coming around. They start doing interviews, and then you get their athletic reps out there in the combine.
Figure out who they are.
And it's a lot of questions to be asked and find out what kind of personality they have. So then we go on the Peter Woods. His biggest negative is sometimes it looks like he quits on plays and he doesn't hustle. I think someone said that's either conditioning or just lack of effort. Like could be both, So that's another thing. No, it's not a good.
It's a lot of people want him, like Bengals Nation, obviously.
And
it's also we need
you need a 3-tech. Yeah. You need a pass rusher in two inside gaps.
Corey Long. How do you say Dante?
He's not that good of a pass rusher though.
Oh.
He's run stopper for sure. But I mean, he's got I think he could maybe rush the passer. It's just last year, senior years kind of sucked. I mean, he's coming off of a blood clot. So
I feel like if you're gonna take or like rely on the draft for the interior, I feel like you got to take them.
But see, I don't want to rely on the draft for any position.
Yeah, that's true. I don't like that we do that, because that's what I was looking at the free agents. All the interior D linemen is all guys we have history with already.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like DJ Reader, Hart, Sheldon Rankins.
I mean, I think you get Reader back.
Yeah,
but what's he going to want money wise?
He had 11 last year.
Larry, bring back Larry. I haven't really watched him this year. But
yeah, I think Larry failed for PEDs last year.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think he was still suspended. No, it was only like 8 games.
He was suspended 6 or 8 games.
I forgot about him. He might not even be playing. Daquan Jones. He's like 34 though.
Oh, there are a lot of older guys on
Yeah.
the defensive line.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, what are they?
I think they probably try to run it back with their
the interior.
defensive line room.
And hope either Peter Woods or. All right, who do you think they go? My thing is, I think what if obviously they're not all like, what if a lot of these guys were available and then they're going to take some random guy that we'd never even heard of? Like
That's
always
100% a possibility.
We're gonna be sitting wherever on draft night, live streaming this, and we're gonna be like,
His living room.
yeah, and we're gonna be like, why are we taking him over?
Good thing is we don't have to wait like all night either. It'll be
No,
Big Ten.
yeah, be picked in. It should be what, an hour.
Like, see, if we take someone like Caden McDonald, I'm gonna be pissed off. 100% gonna be pissed off.
That's what I'm saying.
Nose tackle from Ohio State.
They're gonna be like,
Don't need
they'll
that.
find
right now.
they'll find a way to. hype
Caleb
him up.
Banks, if he falls to the second round, not a bad guy to get in the second round.
Will they trade up though? That's the question.
Why would we trade?
No, definitely not
That's-
trading.
not
up.
this
That's
draft.
right.
You're the
I'd say you,
Bengals.
who
Yeah, you
falls,
trade up.
I guess.
They did who they trade up?
Oh,
for?
Jeremiah Love went to the Chiefs in this one.
Yeah, tell me who's available. Let's
Oh,
go
we got
around.
David Bailey, Peter Woods. Definitely not. And Sony
So the-
Styles. Sony Styles is another guy you could really look at if we don't get a free agent linebacker. Jared
I don't
McCoy.
see them going
Jared
first round linebacker. What's that show, Knight and Carter? Like, if they think those are the guys, they're gonna be like, oh,
If I think if like everyone's available, I think the Bengals would probably go Bailey.
I hope. I like Bailey. I watched
I
that Texas Tech defense. I was like, oh,
Dude, I didn't really pay attention until you mentioned Bailey, and then I started watching his tape, and I was like, "Holy shit, dude!
I
He
like him.
jumps."
Yeah, he was like the
I've
first guy.
never seen an edge rusher off the ball that quick. Like, it's insane.
We need that.
That's what made me fall in love with him.
And
Was
he'd be young. Oh man,
he also wears no accessories, which I think is like
I think it's sick.
refreshing.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have anything on. He's just out there
He's
vibing.
like, I'm straight to it. I'm sacking that.
He's got like he looks like he has like a short neck with like so his like shoulder pads are like up here. You're like, dude, that guy looks like he plays in the
felt like
90s.
Every time I was watching Texas Tech, it just felt like he was always making plays. So ever since, I've been wanting the Bengals to draft him.
yeah, big on Bailey, big on. for
That's
sure
why.
big
That's
on
why
Bailey.
I asked about Bain because I didn't really
Let me,
watch Bain, like what the difference was. But that makes sense why he's going higher for Ruben Bain's sake. So who did you
There's a
take,
lot.
Bailey?
I just took Bailey. There's a lot of safeties. I mean, you got Kamari Ramsey from USC. I mean, I feel like you could live going safety second round. But it's the question. The thing you got to do with Caleb Downs is comparable. You have to compare Caleb Downs to Kyle Hamilton for the Ravens. Is will he completely transform my defense or not?
If he were to look like that, I'd be for sure saying get him.
That's what I mean. That's it. That's what's is if do you feel like Caleb Downs will be able to transform this team? Like you look at Kyle Hamilton on and off the field for that Ravens team, they're a completely different unit.
Oh yeah,
He makes a huge difference for that team. And that's another like you have to look at some of these prospects in that eye. It's like, how will my defense look?
yeah.
And I get it, safety is a luxury pick, considering we have, but like I feel like we can kind of sacrifice that luxury right now because our offense is pretty much complete. You can roll in the next year with the same exact offense and you will be fine, more than
Yeah.
fine. You will be better than 27 teams. Your offense will be automatically better than 27 teams.
Yep. Just keep Burrow healthy.
Which that's another thing. You got to bring back Reisner, which we talked about earlier in the show. You got to bring back him.
Yeah.
If you can get these five guys meshed, I mean,
yeah.
you have to have the same offense line you did last year. You have to have consistency. You can't be plugging in a new right guard every year.
Yeah.
Or you got to think next year's probably Karras' last year before he retires. You got Fairchild looking great. Orlando next year, he's a free agent. So I mean, you got to start looking at next year. I mean, you're going to have to replace a center and left tackle next year.
I could see him going center like third or fourth round.
This year, I don't know who's available. I haven't even looked at the centers. What are you looking at over there?
Wide receivers that can play slot.
Yeah.
The only one that has the most snaps in the slot is Omar Cooper Jr. from IU.
IU, another player I want in the third round. If we can get him in the third round, is D'Angelo Pons, cornerback, the kid that got the pick six to start off the game. Which that's why my eyes got shifted to him, is because I started looking at his shit and his, he's a feisty little dude. He's one of those players, like he uses, like he's not that big, but like he can get after it. And he's a good cover corner, and I feel like he would fit our defense pretty well. Like what's not PFF, Pro Football Network says he's notable size outlier at just 5'9", 170, but that's one of the major knocks you can attribute to his profile. His size does cause him to be outreach in some contested situations against larger receivers, and it makes him a bit easier to control on blocks. But he also plays bigger than his size more often than not. So kind of like a Mike Hilton, you know what I mean? Like he definitely played a lot bigger. But that's another player is Jalen Davis. We got to bring back Jalen Davis.
Yeah, I know.
I can't
imagine.
Can't imagine I'm saying that. Like if you told me, if I said this, if you would have told me in 2022 that I'm saying this in 2025 or 2026, I'd be like, he's a stupid idiot. Why would he ever want?
He came in for Mike Hilton and he just looked awful.
Yeah,
but like he played last year. I mean, amazing. Like he truly looked like Mike Hilton. It was like he wasn't gone when he was out there.
Sucks that man didn't get signed. Oh, yeah, he did. He got signed by the Colts, and then he got hurt. He got put on IR.
Yeah, I like D'Angelo Pons. He's a smart player.
You think we're bringing back Sample?
Drew?
Cam.
He didn't produce when he was on the field.
Well, because you were mentioning him earlier in the rotations. But I
didn't
realize he was a free agent.
I feel like they do bring him back just because he's going to be cheap.
Tyson Anderson,
really got
bottom of the field for us, was always hurt.
I mean, the only play Cam Sample made last year was against Shedeur Sanders, and that's because Cam Sample tripped on that fumble he got off of Shedeur. Cam was rushing, right tackle. His feet slipped up underneath him, and then Shedeur just ran right by him, and then Cam just had to smack the ball. I mean, I was like, his biggest play was off of him falling. I mean, I can't knock it, made a play. I think I'm going to take Kamari Ramsey in the second. Safety from USC. Those safeties from USC, man.
Does Tanner Hudson get another year?
We talked about that in the living room.
Yeah, hopefully
I said somehow, some way, he will end up on this team again.
He's 31. He doesn't seem like he's that old.
Well, Burrow's going to want him back. That's going to be the thing.
Marco Wilson's a free agent.
Damn, Cardinals took D'Angelo Pons in the third. Son of a bitch.
Lucas Patrick. Noah Fant, thank you for your time, except for your fumbles.
We had the 8th pick in the third round.
We should have just traded Fant. I feel like the Packers.
See, that's another thing that really fricked us up.
Is that's right around Tucker Kraft got hurt.
What game did his last fumble? The Browns game.
Yeah, the Browns.
You can contribute that loss to him alone.
That 2-0. I mean, the whole momentum in the Vikings game, wasn't that the game? One of the other games.
Doug, we were losing that game no matter what.
Yeah, but that was the first fumble.
We had Jake Browning. I mean, we were losing that game no matter what. We made Carson Wentz look like an all-pro again.
And then and people are like, Wentz is back, and then
Wentz was not back. Actually, it's just we suck. I mean, hell, who?
They played in like London the next week.
The Jets played us really well. Looked like shit against the Jets.
We just play like crap against all crappy teams.
Yeah, if they're a shitter, yeah, we're gonna play like shit.
What do you guys think about Harbaugh to the Giants?
Oh, that's another thing I brought up pre-show. I was gonna talk. We're gonna talk about head coaching situations. I like it.
I like Harbaugh.
I like Harbaugh to the Giants.
Keep him in the NFC. Some of these head coaches, I want them in the NFC.
The Giants need it.
I don't want.
One thing I was going to bring up for the Bengals is now you got 3 open spots in the AFC North.
Mm-hmm.
My thinking was 100%. I could see a scenario when there was 2 opens before Mike Tomlin stepped down. I was like, I could see the Browns and Ravens both fucking up their head coaches.
And that's what I'm hoping for.
I do not see all 3 fucking up their head coaches. That's the problem. It's going to be statistically impossible for
someone's going to want the Ravens job. Someone like
oh yeah, 100%. I feel like they're going to bring in an offensive guy.
I don't think like a higher up like one of the better head coaching candidates is going to maybe want the Browns job.
I'm telling you, I think Dan Pitcher's going to the Browns.
You think so?
I think because from what I read earlier was that they want someone who's not exactly ready to be a head coach, but can learn his role because they want to put him with Jim Schwartz, at defensive coordinator. So they want someone offensive minded, young. I think Dan Pitcher fits the motto perfect.
And the Bengals are just gonna bring back Callahan like it's nothing happened.
But
I don't want.
But like I
Callahan.
texted you earlier, it doesn't matter who you bring back
I
at
know,
offense
but,
coordinator.
I mean,
It
it
truly
could.
doesn't matter.
It could. I feel like Joe Brady would be
They
great.
talked about they already have their other offensive coordinator on the roster right now, on the coaching
What is
staff.
it, Brad?
We're just gonna keep doing that.
Like Brad something?
They don't
I
like.
forgot who the name was. It was a goofy.
They don't like
last
the
name.
outside.
They brought him in this year.
It's the quarterback coach, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
from the Vikings.
Yeah, they brought him in this year.
Oh, the
He's
pass
probably
game
good.
coordinator.
Yeah, he'd probably be good.
Probably, yeah. But I mean, it doesn't matter. Zach's calling the plays. Zach's
Okay, but you don't know what they do with the
The
offensive
OC just has to
meetings and stuff.
get the game plan to him
Yeah,
and be
that's
like,
the
That's
thing.
"Here's what we're
exactly
doing."
what's happening.
and it's just gonna say.
But
get-
our offense was successful under Callahan.
and it's just gonna say get Jamar the ball.
That's fine with me.
I mean,
That's
he's
exactly
the
it.
best player. Give your best player the ball.
The one thing I liked was like you could see the shift when Pitcher came in was the run game shifted a little bit.
Oh yeah.
But I think the run game really shifted with Scott Peters coming in because
Yeah,
you
good
trusted
O-line
you
coach.
trusted
Oh,
your
yeah.
offensive line a lot more.
Risner made sure to
Did you see some of these holes Chase Brown had to run in this year? Wide open, especially with Fairchild. Fairchild can run block now. Reisner can open up gaps. Reisner's good. He's a good pulling guard.
He made sure to shout out. He's like, I want to play for Coach Scott Peters.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we were shitting on Peters early in the year.
I know we were.
Or was it last year we were shitting on Peters?
He's a coach this year.
Okay, so yeah, we were shitting on him early in the year.
I'm like, he's gonna have his time with his players.
Yeah, he really developed. Al, I
get time.
I'm gonna be honest, dude. I still don't believe in Al.
You
But
don't.
remember, we're gonna see it next year. I mean, we did the same shit with Lou Anarumo. I mean, we shit on Lou Anarumo for 2 years,
Yeah, then he got good.
and then he got us players. And we're like, this guy can kind of cook. And then I look back in my head, that dude set us back years. That dude fricked over this team more than anything.
Yeah,
We still weren't even that good of a defense. We're like, everyone sucks off
People are
Lou,
gonna
but
say,
we
go
still
look
weren't
at
that
the Colts.
good.
People are gonna say
Look at the Colts. Look at the Colts.
they were like one of the worst.
Good
defenses the
first
last, like,
8 weeks.
Yeah.
First 8 weeks, good team. Last half of the season, couldn't do shit.
Yeah, I was about to say like the
Couldn't
last
stop a
8
damn nosebleed. Defense fell apart.
And they got Sauce Gardner.
Sauce Gardner
For
went
two
2-14 this year.
for 2.
Yeah.
Sucks. Dude, that's crazy. Like he went for the Jets, couldn't win. Like, he's like, oh shit, I'm one of the Colts, dude. I'm gonna start winning. And the shitty thing is, Colts don't have a first round pick this year, the first round pick next year.
Yeah, Jets kind of won that one.
Oh, Jets easily.
Already.
Jets won every trade last year.
Oh,
They
they-
traded Williams to the damn Cowboys for a first round pick. And the Cowboys still missed the playoffs.
Yeah, all they got to do is just not fumble drafting, and they should have a way better team.
We'll see. They're pissed. I know they're pissed because now they have to go find a quarterback. Quarterback's not going to be handed to him the second pick anymore. But again, I could also see the Raiders foregoing Fernando Mendoza. So I can see him.
I feel like Brady's high on him.
But someone brought up like the Raiders have a lot of holes. A
Just
lot.
take BPA.
BPA would probably be either Jeremiah Love or he's second on the board right now.
Really?
yeah,
yeah.
don't need another running back.
Yeah.
Be fun. Have that kind of two-headed monster in your backfield.
But most mock drafts have the Raiders taking Fernando Mendoza, which he's more than likely going there. We'll see this. Was it this Monday they play?
See what he does.
Mendoza finally plays a real defense. I think Indiana wins.
They're like 8.5-point favorites right now.
Yeah, I think Indiana wins. I think Indiana wins by 13. No, scratch that. They got Carson Beck on Miami. I think Indiana wins by 26.
I know. Every time I've said that though.
Just like I said last week, watching those playoff games, I said Trevor Lawrence is going to shit the bed. Dude ran out there with piss in his pants. Who else did I say last? Justin Herbert. I knew that motherfucker would shit the bed as soon as it came down to the playoffs. I knew it would happen.
Did you watch that video I sent you?
I watched
I
it before
sent
you sent
that.
it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That shit's awful. Look down the field. Vibe
Dude,
was open so many
I
times.
texted that night. It wasn't the offensive line's fault.
Yeah.
The next day, he had the third longest time to throw in his career last night.
Wide-
in
wide
6
open on
years,
some of those routes.
6-year career, playoff game, third longest time to throw in your career, and you can't find anyone open.
Lap is open. Just like down the field. I had wide receiving yards that didn't hit.
It's like people were, I mean, I get it. Like the Patriots were hunting that night, but dude, you got to make plays.
Yeah.
Like in that, if you're that guy, you have to make plays. That's why I'll give it to Lamar. That Steelers game, he actually looked pretty damn good. But
Mhm.
most of the time, if Lamar got to the playoffs, they're going to shit the bed anyways. The defense would have fell apart. Lamar would have fell apart. You know what I mean? Because you're not playing Pittsburgh. Which
That's
Pittsburgh sucked dick last year too.
I sadly think they hire Flores.
Pittsburgh.
He
That's
was-
the worst scenario.
I know he was already like their DC, or he was with
Like,
them for something. And then
I think the
he
worst
got-
scenarios for coaching in the AFC North is Flores going to either the Ravens or.
Who to the Browns pitcher? It would
I,
suck.
I just think
understand.
pitcher gets the Browns job.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I
do you think what do you think is the worst case scenario for the Browns job for us?
like worse for us?
Do you think it's pitcher?
I don't know. I don't know how pitcher's going to be as a head coach. I mean, we thought.
And I think the Ravens.
I had high hopes for Callahan, and Callahan looked
Yeah,
like
he wasn't
shit,
good, yeah.
man.
I think the Ravens go defensive minded too.
No, I think Ravens go offensive minded.
You think so?
They're looking. They want
Help
to.
Lamar.
They want to open up Lamar. So I mean, I don't know
Who's
who.
what
some
more
of the-
can they do?
who's
They've
some
done
of the-
so
what,
much to help
Clint
Lamar.
Kubiak? Or is he-
Clint. I mean, you got Clint. You got.
I'm trying to think.
Mike
high offensive
McDaniel.
someone. Yeah.
He interviewed.
I hope they hire him.
No, that dude can cook now. Mike can
We have
cook.
Lamar. He could probably cook.
I'm saying with Lamar, he can cook.
He cooks when he had cheetah and stuff. They had some.
That's what I mean. Like Mike can cook. That's probably the worst case scenario for the Ravens.
Mike.
Is Mike and Brian.
Who's some of the big names left? I feel like there's bigger.
You got
names.
Stefanski still available.
Stefanski.
You got Stefanski.
I don't see him going there.
I see Stefanski going to the
Gannon's
Falcons.
available.
Falcons are.
I don't think
Yeah.
anybody takes Gannon for head coach. I think he'll get a coordinator job.
Talked about Gannon in Baltimore.
No. Gannon's probably going to get the defense coordinator job for the Commanders.
Someone was the Chargers were talking to Monken.
Jesse Minter would be another bad one in the AFC
Yes,
North. I don't want
Minter.
Minter getting a job. God, no. Defensive masterclass? No. Imagine if
I know,
Flores.
that's the
Imagine if
crappy part.
Flores and
A lot-
Minter
A lot
go
of
to
them
either
are all
Pittsburgh or
defensive.
Ravens.
A
That
lot
would
of them
suck.
are all defensive minded. Like a lot of the good coaches.
Well, that's now the shift. It's going back to defensive minded coaches. You know, they're like, we had our fun with the offense for a while. Now we're going back to defensive minded coaches, which I mean, I think,
Ravens let the best one out the door, Mike.
yeah, that was their successor right there.
If you were going to fire Harbaugh, it would have been what, a year earlier,
A year early. Yeah.
I just
or
think
is his second year in Seattle? First year?
his first year.
No,
Second or first.
yeah, it's his first because it's first year for Sam Darnold in Seattle. No,
Mhm.
he brought Sam with him.
Or Sam Darnold might be out.
What?
He's questionable.
You got Mono again.
Nope. Oblique.
Who's their backup? Lock.
Drew Lock. Drew Lock. Yeah.
Drew Lock playoff time versus the Niners.
I wanted Drew Lock over Ryan Finley in that draft.
Yeah.
I really wanted Drew Lock. Dumbass Bengals took Ryan Finley. But then we got the Ryan Finley game, so then now I can't be
know.
mad about it.
Yeah, it's
him
a-
smiling through his helmet, like laying down or whatever.
It's a classic moment
Yeah.
Did you watch? I mean, I know you watched all the playoffs games.
Yeah.
Did you watch any of them?
this year.
Yeah.
I kept up with him.
You kept up with them. Okay. What team has impressed you guys the most during the wild card round?
Wild card round. I want to say probably the Bears.
The Bears.
I kind
mean-
of look at the Texans, and your quarterback does all that, and you still
That's where I'm leaning as a
put belt to
Texans.
ass. I mean,
That's where I'm leaning as a Texans. It's like I'm obviously I'm very open about rooting for the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
I will root for the Bears. I'll root for the Bears next year and years after that. As long as they got Caleb Williams, I'm rooting for the Bears. I love Caleb Williams. But watching that Texans defense, dude, was like art.
I almost took. I should have taken the Texans and make the Super Bowl.
And I
Twice.
told people at work, they were asking me about the Pittsburgh and Texans game. I said, when you got Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson, Rodgers doesn't stand a chance.
Nope.
And
I took Daniel Hunter to get a sack.
Daniil Hunter looks rejuvenated. Like he
Cash.
looks young again. And Will Anderson, that dude's obviously worth the second overall pick.
Oh yeah,
Very obviously worth the second overall pick. That dude's amazing.
that's it. That was the Stroud draft. They traded up to get him too. didn't they?
Yes. Yeah.
Was it 1 and 2 or is it 1? I think it was 1 and 3.
Stroud was pick 3.
Or
Pick 3 or 4. Bryce Young was pick 1.
So
It was
2
Bryce
and 3.
Young,
So
Will
2 and
Anderson.
3.
Yeah. Yeah. Stroud, I don't know if I believe in Stroud or not.
That's me with Stroud and Bryce Young and Trevor. Like Trevor showed some good moments.
I
this
knew
year.
Bryce Young wouldn't be good.
But
Like,
Bryce shows moments. They all have shown.
Bryce can only show moments
like,
because of his size.
That's
His size is going to keep him from being a
like Trevor shows moments. Stroud has shown obviously
dude.
his moments.
I don't know
He
what
used to have
people
them.
see in Trevor Lawrence. That dude sucks.
He showed moments.
That
in the
dude
season.
sucks.
I had to keep up with him for that Prize Picks lineup.
If they
So I
didn't
was
have the
watching his
defense they
games.
did, they would have sucked. Their defense is crazy good. Also, Parker Washington, baller.
The Bengals in my Madden franchises always end up trading for him.
Parker Washington. The Bengals always do the weirdest shit in
Mhm.
Madden. But Parker Washington, baller. Trevor Lawrence, piss running down his pants every game. I knew what happened. I'm gonna be honest. The Bills didn't look good.
No.
Bills
Who
look kind of
Who
bad.
they got Broncos.
Yeah, Denver.
Yeah.
I don't
Let's
know
see.
who taking that game.
It's how does Bo Nix perform?
I know
That game's gonna solely rely
that
on Bo
Denver's
Nix.
defense sometimes will shit the bed.
Well,
Sometimes.
Denver's
you
defense
gotta
has
do
been
is-
on a roll.
All you gotta do is throw it to Riley Moss's side.
But another thing is like
It's all the Bengals.
you look
do.
at Sean Payton. Sean Payton knows how to coach in the postseason. Sean Payton can get them to be
probably
winners.
go run heavy, play action, run and play action.
I think, but my thing is, I have a feeling Bo Nix is going to shit the bed.
I know.
I just get
Don't
that
want the Bills
feeling.
to keep winning.
I feel like the Bears. Who the Bears got? The Rams. That's going to be the probably best game of the weekend.
Rams coming into the cold. It's gonna be cold. They don't
How does
play in the
Matthew
cold,
Stafford's hand?
though.
You
And the
know, it's
winner
another.
plays the.
I mean, dude, Carolina put. Actually, I'll lie. I changed my answer from the Texans. Carolina probably impressed me the most out of any playoff
Oh, yeah.
team. Even though they lost, holy shit, did they give the Rams a run for their money? I mean, they I love the picture of Bryce Young. It's like, yeah, I had y'all shook though. I mean, I was watching that game. I was fully rooting for Carolina.
Always.
And the thing is, I love Sean McVay. I love Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford is probably one of my top 10 favorite quarterbacks of all time. But dude, I caught myself rooting for the Panthers just because of the underdog story.
Everyone loves it.
I was like, dude, they're 8-9. They not that good of a team.
It's like the Seahawks that one year. That one they were 7-9 when there was only 16 games and they won the first playoff game.
I was like, dude, this is an amazing story.
Yeah, it was just fun to root for.
Yeah, it's
They
super
needed
fun.
another receiver with Tet. It's just like
What's
Xavier was supposed to be something, but
no,
he hadn't
he
been
can't.
anything.
He can't run.
So it's just like if you guard Tet, he had nobody to throw to.
Who you guys rooting for in the playoffs? I mean,
The rest of the
yeah, I
playoffs?
said the Bears. So I
Seattle
got
or the Bears, yeah.
Dude, Seattle. I like.
I
like
want to
Sam
root for
Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
I like Mike McDonald too.
Yes, he's
Yeah,
he's
he's a good coach.
Who
He's a
do the
good
Bears play?
coach.
Rams.
Rams. Yeah.
I want to root for Seattle, but I think I like the Niners this week though.
Another thing is I'm catching myself rooting for the Niners
I
too
know,
because I like Brock
the Niners.
Purdy.
I know he looks. That's what I'm saying. That and all their injuries, and it's like, how do they keep winning?
Yeah. Well, I watched Nightcap with
Ocho and-
Ocho and Shannon Sharp, and they're talking about how the 49ers are on linebackers 5 and 6.
That's what I'm saying.
And
They keep
the
winning.
defense
That's
is
why.
still winning.
That's why part of me is rooting for them. I'm like, they just keep winning.
How many defensive ends have they lost this year? They lost McQuell, Williams, Nick Bosa. I mean,
A lot.
yeah, and then George
They
Kittle
brought-
goes
they,
down.
They had like traded for somebody, or they like picked somebody up, and then he got hurt out for the year.
I said me and Eric had a few conversations before the show, but we were talking about offensive coordinators and how they just keep getting fired because of like shitty quarterback play. And it's like the Eagles, I could have told you they're going to shit the bed.
That,
They
but they completely,
most
he
games this
completely called the offense completely different from last year, though.
Well, I mean, the offense is different from last year. They'd kill him more last year.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would fire him too if, like, you know what your offense could do from the year before. They didn't do nothing. Like they were.
Yeah, but you also have to look at the body of work of what they did last year as a team. Their defense last year is a lot better than it was this year.
Okay, it was still pretty good. What I'm saying is that they would run the ball and they'd run it well, and then pretty much like a Ravens, they would just stop running the ball.
But also Saquon Barkley was good last year. Saquon Barkley wasn't good this year.
If they would have kept giving him the ball, he would.
No.
They were trying to make Jalen pass, and he sucks.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts isn't the guy.
He had like
He's not that guy.
Did you see the stat about Jawan Jennings have more passing yards than him?
He's just not good. Another thing is like, so you get to the, what was it, fourth
In the second
down
half,
in the
so.
at the end of the game, you throw in the triple coverage.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. AJ Brown had 2 or 3 drops in that game, but he was 1-on-1 on the outside. You got to go to your star receiver in
I
that
know, it's-
situation.
I like had turned it off for a bit, and I turned it on when it was like AJ Brown drop, and then he like I just kept watching, and he didn't get the ball like right there.
No, well, he was bitching about getting the
Yeah, I
ball,
saw him.
complaining he was upset he wasn't getting the ball, and then the ball
Fight.
comes his way,
Just
and then he
fight right
drops
there
it.
on it.
Yeah,
They were big drops too. Those were big passes.
yeah. It's like AJ Brown deep ball.
So when you're talking about the offensive coordinators, it reminds me of the Ravens. Every single
yeah,
year, they would blame the offensive coordinator. Then this year they get rid of Harbaugh, and it's like
my question is how could they blame Harbaugh for how their season went?
Was it their whole staff? Like, is Todd's gone? isn't he?
Todd's
Or
probably
can-
going to the Giants, and I heard that Harbaugh's also going to try to pull Zach Orr,
Smart.
so he just pull his whole staff.
Good.
But it's like, how do you blame
This should be good
Harbaugh
the
for that
Bengals.
team?
Yeah, no.
I don't know. No one wants to be like, oh yeah,
Well, it's like,
Lamar's not that good.
Well, Lamar was hurt, and then
He missed,
he
like,
wouldn't
4 or 5
practice, and then
games.
when he was not hurt, he was taking rest days every week, and he
Well,
wasn't
a lot of the
performing.
vets- a lot of vets do that, but not-
Quarterback?
maybe not.
You ever seen Joe Burrow take a rest day when healthy?
Maybe.
No. Your captain of the team cannot take a rest day.
Yeah, like your older linemen get rest days because
That's fine.
older defensive linemen, those guys get rest days.
I'm saying like your core players, like skill position wise, like people
No
where
rest day.
you don't. I don't believe a quarterback should get a rest day. That's the last position that should get a rest day.
No, but talking about Lamar, he didn't look good at the end of the season.
He looked good in that Pittsburgh game, but that's about it. But I'm also like, you're playing Pittsburgh, so I mean, like their defense wasn't good. They didn't have TJ Watt. Well, they did have TJ Watt in the game. Yeah, they did. But
when the moment gets too big, lights are too bright.
well, think about it.
Can't do it.
Let's think about it. You get that. Was it third or fourth down when they set up Tyler Loop?
That was 4th down.
Fourth down.
From,
Think about it. Jalen Ramsey should have batted that ball down. That should have been ball game.
that was 4th and 16 or 4th and 12 or something.
But Jalen Ramsey went up like a dumb idiot because he sucks. Everyone thinks he's so good. He sucks. I hate him.
Yeah, he's
I
not
really,
good.
I
He's
can't
not
stand
good.
Jalen Ramsey.
Him and Minka. I can't stand either of them.
Minka, I'm fine with because he's not.
Yeah, not anymore.
Well, he's not. We won't play him, so I don't give a shit about him.
We play him next year. I think we play Miami.
We just played Miami this year.
Oh yeah.
We're not gonna play him next year.
Well, we could if the same division thing.
Frick. Look at the Bengals opponents next year.
Yeah, you gotta see which ticket Eric's gonna be giving up.
Well, if they're better, I'll go.
Holy shit, we do play Dolphins next year.
Say if they're better,
That's it.
I will
think
be
they got
there.
3rd in the division like we did.
Dude, these
No,
home games.
Dolphins got
suck.
last. What pick Dolphins have? No, Dolphins got 3rd.
All right, so we get Tampa Bay, Saints, Titans, Jags, and Chiefs at home.
So like 7 games.
Do we play Jaguars again? Can we stop playing the Jaguars?
I know. It's gonna be a week 2. Week
I don't know
3.
how I feel about this. This home schedule should be easy. Should. How many?
I wouldn't count Tampa as an easy win.
I would.
Tampa also hasn't looked good at the end of the year.
Yeah, no shit.
It looked horrible.
Okay, Baker's gonna dice up our defense if we don't fix him.
Well,
Well, of course, yeah. I mean,
well, that's a given.
But Burrow's gonna dice theirs.
Away, you have Dolphins, Commanders, Texans, Colts, Falcons, Panthers. I don't want to play the Texans next year.
So we're playing the NFC South, or we? That kind of sounds nice though.
I don't want to play the Texans.
Yeah, no, I don't want to play them.
I'm fine with playing the Colts.
I think offensively for Cincinnati, I'm pretty confident in that. Defense, they have to get it better.
I know we need them to be aggressive this free agency.
You play the Chargers in 2027 at home.
I don't want to play the Chargers.
You think?
I'll play the Chargers.
Yeah, we'll see what If Man's got left.
Yeah,
in the
If
tank for
Man.
that time.
Big old if man.
He sent that picture during when they were playing,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, it's If Man.
Dude, I love it.
'Cause I wasn't keeping up with the game at that point. You sent that picture, I'm like, oh, guess the Chargers aren't doing good. And I looked.
We should be able to beat the Falcons. Michael Penix is not good.
Oh, the Reds made a trade.
Who'd they get? Nobody good.
Reds are trading Yosver Zulenta to the Mariners.
Oh, he was
Nobody knows what we got yet.
he was DFA. So he was pretty much like, oh, you want him?
Steve Cohen
Give us
tweeted.
cash or
Steve Cohen tweeted, said, "Let me know when you see smoke." Who I heard
that's the
that?
other Mets, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, they haven't done nothing.
They're trying to get Kyle Tucker.
Yeah, I heard that.
It must be nice to be a
Sucked
team
that
with
the
a
Cubs
1,000.
got Bregman. I actually like Brett.
Yeah, teams that can spend 100.
And
I mean, about
we're
1
looking to
billion.
spend it on Schwarber, but no,
About one-
we ain't spending on
About
anything
$1
else except
billion
for
dollars.
relievers.
I mean, yeah, I like
Pierce Johnson.
I like having a really good bullpen. That is just turned into baseball talk.
Yeah,
I love having a good bullpen, but man, you just need one big bat.
yeah, I know.
And I think
Are they just relying on JJ Bidet and the platoon of somebody else?
Toglia or whatever.
Yeah, I think he could be good.
He's batting like a 319 and
He could be good.
AAA. I mean, if he can just get right.
Yeah, somebody said like the way he hits, it's good for GWP.
Yeah, well, and if you can't kill the ball, a great American,
That's true.
you're probably not good anyways.
Home with some of the greatest runs. You had Aquino, Stretch.
All of August. He
Yeah,
was
that was crazy.
the Punisher. Oh, cool
His
nickname.
flex, all he did
Cool
was-
nickname, cool everything. The guy just could not hit after the month of August.
No. That's just crazy.
Yeah, but I guess back to football talk and the Bengals
That
and
was
all that.
Bengals. Hopefully next year's better, man. It was hard for us to do the show.
I mean, once Burrow went down,
We didn't do the show, I'll be honest, because of me. I mean, hell, my office still ain't done yet.
that's good enough for us.
I don't
right now.
I moved all that shit from my mom's house back into here.
Is that what me and Haley got you, or is that you got?
No, she'll tell about me that for
Okay, that's
Christmas.
okay. I don't.
You and
remember
Haley
Haley.
bought us a Cincinnati thing out in our
No.
living room.
I didn't really look at it. What we got? Yeah, I knew it was something like that, but
Yeah.
He did not buy the gift.
no, I didn't.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Don't blame you.
I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to hang the "It Is Us" at now. Because I want to. I mean,
Yeah.
I could put it next to it.
You definitely need some Tyler Sheldon up on the wall.
Yeah, it's definitely Tyler Sheldon.
They still got that on the sidewall when you like on the gate. where
Well, it's
we
a really
looked at.
cool picture.
I know it is.
Like, it's really cool to have that, painted and be up there.
That's
Well, I
the
think-
same
I mean-
photo
I mean-
from the national championship when they won. He did
Tyler
the
Sheldon
thing.
just could
But I mean,
not
yeah,
be
I mean
good.
that newspaper is iconic.
Oh yeah,
I
you got to
mean,
keep that,
you know what I
especially
mean?
now. We thought we'd be back these last couple of years.
I mean,
Maybe not this.
ball's been in their court
But
the
no,
whole time.
I mean we were projected to be a shitty team that year and
That's true.
went to the damn Super Bowl.
I know that was.
Yeah, I mean, the
that was
O-line.
such a fun year. I always go back. And
You know how
watch
much
that.
Super Bowl shit do I have in here?
I always go
Super
back.
shit.
I always
Super
go back
shit
and
I
watch
got in
that
here.
movie from that year. They have on YouTube. I'll be like, wow.
I need to get like 2 more bookshelves so I can hang up or start putting up like my superhero shit that I collect and all that other shit I have. I have so much shit to put away. I got my desk done. I got little Mike Trout up there.
almost the show season. March.
Unfortunately.
Eric, we playing?
I probably should get back into it.
I deleted the show off my
That's
PlayStation.
I did too. Once I was done with baseball and it's gone.
Well, I downloaded college football and I started playing
Mhm.
college football again. And I'm like, holy shit, I'm actually having fun playing college football and I hate it.
I just re-deleted it. I got it back off you.
Did you
Because
download?
I downloaded GTA.
I saw that. It's like I get the alerts when you download a game, and I'm like,
I was like,
damn,
something's
folks
gotta
downloading
go.
GTA.
Yeah, I was like, when I'm bored.
I haven't been on GTA in forever.
I was watching somebody play it on YouTube, and I was like, oh,
Well, I got on
that looks
GTA
fun.
when the mansions came out. I was like, let's see how this goes. And I'm like,
I
fuck,
think
dude.
it'd
I
be
was like,
fun if we all just squatted up. That'd probably make more fun.
see, if all 3 of us played
That's what I'm
GTA, I
thinking.
would play it. You
We
know
could
what I mean?
stream it.
But when you play it by yourself, you're like,
Yeah.
dude, this sucks.
That's what. Well, I did it because I need to play the story mode. I never actually fully played the story mode.
I've beaten the story mode twice.
Is it fun?
All 360 Xbox
Mhm.
360 days. That's crazy. Xbox 360 days. That's how old that game is.
Yeah. You see, they pushed it. It's like pushed.
It's
back
November
to the
now.
19th. It's the 19th.
Stupid assholes.
It's around my shutdown, so I'll be good.
Thinking we just got all the time in the world.
And that's around Thanksgiving, so I'll have a nice long weekend too.
I guess we can end the show there. Yeah.
We'll be back.
You're talking about video
We're
games
back
right now.
so.
I mean, we are back. I mean, the office will stay like this until.
I gotta hook. We gotta figure out how to hook the TikTok up.
Yeah, that's one thing. That's why I
Okay.
was hoping you to get here before we went live because I was going to hook up this TikTok because
That'll actually
I,
help us.
yeah.
push it out.
yeah, TikTok's probably going to be the biggest way. But yeah, if anyone's still watching, every 1,000 subscribers on Twitter, we do a giveaway. Every 100 subscribers on YouTube, we'll do a giveaway.
We just
Yeah.
did the Survivor League
Joe won.
Did
his
the Survivor
jersey.
League give away a jersey for
Yeah,
that?
He did get his jersey.
He did get it.
He said thank you.
What he got? A Higgins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He won. He got orange.
Oh, before we go. So I text you. Oh, no one texted me back in the group chat the last 2 days. I've been texting myself pretty much. But I called Cook Sports yesterday.
Oh yeah,
I've been
So,
tweeting about how I want a Leaping Tiger jersey. I've been on eBay every day looking for a good. Well, I find like 3XLs, and I did the measurements for a 3XL. That shit would go down to my knees in these old jerseys for some reason. I'm like, okay, I'm not getting a 3XL Corey Dillon jersey. But I'm like, okay, so I called Cook Sports and I was like, hey, do you guys have Leaping Tiger jersey? They're like, yeah. And I was like, oh, cool. Like, what players do you guys have? It's like, you can get any player you want. I'm like, oh shit, that's fucking awesome. How much are they? He goes, $375. I was like, look at Chantel, and I'm like, it's $375. She said, no. And I'm like, what if, I save
Payment
up?
plan.
Payment plan right there. I was like, what if I save up until the Bengals season? And she's like, yeah. So then I'm going to start saving up for my Leaping Tiger jersey for next year.
You gonna get?
I thought I was getting Burrow.
Bro, I probably should have got like a throwback.
See, I thought about Corey Dillon. I could get Palmer.
If I'm doing anything, I'm getting Jeff Blake.
He never wore the Leaping Tiger jersey, though.
He did.
Mm-mm.
I feel like you're wrong.
See, there's one on here. Let me show you. Tell me if I should buy this one on eBay. Right now. I got offered $35. Not offered, but like the seller offered me $35 for this black Peter Warwick.
I
$35.
just got inducted to
It's
the
2XL.
College Hall of Fame.
So your dad had that.
Yeah, my dad.
You did wore it when you're.
That's why I put on News European's post earlier. It's like, it's a cool thing. Like, I was born a day after Corey Dillon broke the rushing record, and my dad was wearing a Peter Warwick jersey when I was born. So it's like, I was meant to be a Bengals fan.
That's Jeff Blake in a Leaping Tiger jersey, by the way.
I don't see
You know you're wrong. You know you're
I don't
wrong.
see the Tiger.
Every real Bengals fan loved Jeff Blake. I'm
You
Jeff
got a
Blake.
Jeff Blake jersey.
Yes, I
right?
signed ball, and he asked to wish me happy birthday.
Do you? Yours isn't Leaping Tiger though, is it?
No, it's he played with the Leaping Tiger, but he had it when it was just the stripes. Wish it was Leaping Tiger. That'd be so
I would
much
say,
cooler.
Yeah.
I mean, I could get this Peter Warwick jersey for $35.
Or you could spend $375.
Oh, I'm definitely getting one at Cook Sports before the season. 100%, I'm getting one.
I just debate who I'd get.
This is the Corey Dillon one I was looking at, but it's 3XL. I wouldn't fit me. And like
White
every
one does
and
feel
every
nice.
like there's this black one that's 150. It's 3XL.
They're all just super big.
Yeah, they're long as shit. It's like they're probably fit me, with size. But like I measured it compared to my Trey Hendrickson one, which is a 2XL. But for some reason, Fanatics, it's a huge jersey. It's huge, and I measured it, and it's like 5 inches longer than the Hendrickson jersey.
Ooh.
I'm like, the Hendrickson jersey goes down to my thigh. That's why I have to wear the
You gotta
Hendrickson jersey in the winter when I wear like my.
Same with my Ted Karras.
Yeah, your Karras jersey's big.
That's why I have to wear it in the winter. Put a jacket underneath it.
Yeah, but
Heat
like
up some space.
your Miles isn't big. Your Shamar isn't big. Your Burrow, Burrow, Hubbard.
Yeah, we have to.
You gotta stop buying defensive ends.
I do. Well, yeah, defensive ends are definitely off the table. The next ones will have to be like taking Fairchild,
Oh my god, none of the like
Mims.
Ocho has a Leaping Tiger Chase jersey. That wouldn't be a bad player to get. Chase.
Could just get a Willie Anderson.
Offensive line, could do offensive line.
I love my offensive line, defensive line. So
I guess Jordan's against them.
No, I want a Shamar Stewart jersey, but he got one.
Andrew
so-
Whitworth. There you go. I feel like he sees us. So
yeah, well, I got a Murphy before anyone else,
That's true. You did get a Murphy. I have an autographed Murphy card in one of these totes.
and then I'm
over here.
sitting there. I'm like, oh, this may be a really funny jersey to wear to Bengals games in the future, but it's all working out now.
Yeah, that's it. It's working out. Man.
Okay, Andy Dalton.
Oh, you're good. I have a couple throwback.
I feel like I would probably either do Corey Dillon, Burrow, Chase. We we weren't that good of a team back in the early 2000s, late 90s.
No,
Like a
I could do Ocho.
just put Ocho.
Keely Smith.
No, he would have had Johnson on the jersey at the time. Yeah, Keely Smith. Keely Smith.
But Jay Akata, Carter.
Dude, wasn't he the number 2 pick? Number 2, was he 1 or 2?
think he was
1. Yeah.
Peter Warwick was 1 or 2. I think Peter Warwick was 1. His first overall pick. And then we had Carter. That damn injuries, man, killed us.
Well, these guys could have been.
And Achilles Smith killed us.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, we'll end it there. All right, we'll see you guys if anyone's still watching. Highly doubt it, but we'll be back more consistently.
Yeah, hopefully
Yeah.
we'll be back.
Peace out. Dropping shit.